All right, Mavericks fans, we got an uphill battle on today's show because Golden State Warriors today, one of our other NBA channels here at Chat Sports, they just picked up 597 new subscribers on one video. They talked about Kai Sotto. We're going to talk about Kai Sotto. So MFFLs, are you up to the challenge? Can you beat Golden State Warriors today? Embrace competition. Hit that subscribe button. Basketball is back. Can we get 600 new subs on this video? It's free. It doesn't challenge you a dime. And I'll tell you what, if we get over 600 new subscribers on this show, I will chug 3 beers the next time I do an episode. Deal? 3. That's the deal. Let's go. Subscribe to the channel. Welcome into Mavericks Today by Chat Sports. I do keep my promise. By the way, 600 subs. Loaded show coming up. Josh Green, busy off season. Is he poised for a breakout year? We'll discuss that. Plus, Kai Sotto storylines are back as he beat an NBA team. At least his team did. We'll talk about him. Could the Mavs consider signing him to the final roster spot? We will explore all of that. But let's talk about Josh Green first. Josh Green worked out in Las Vegas this summer after a not great season last year. I mean, he made some strides, but you were hoping he would make more. The shooting splits were actually decent in the regular season, but we saw in the playoffs that he couldn't be an expanded minutes guy because he couldn't hit enough open shots. As you know, we saw in that Utah series, they were just daring him to shoot from the corner. He still has work to do as a ball handler. We know he's a good defensive guy and that he puts in the work. Can he become a rotation player more consistently? Frank Ntilikina ended up replacing him in the rotation about midway through the playoffs. Ntilikina was getting a real run where Josh Green just became a guy that could not be in the rotation. He's entering year 3. This is it. You got to make moves if you are Josh Green to becoming a consistent NBA player. Some points of emphasis this offseason for Josh Green, according to the Mavs. Improve the ball handling. Yeah, like especially if you're out in the open court on the break. You got to be able to handle the ball and help lead to transition baskets. Finish better at the rim. Listen, in today's NBA, it's about getting to the rack and shooting the 3 ball. So both of those areas have to improve, which brings us to number 3. Shoot more consistently. You're playing with Luka Doncic. You are going to get looks on catch and shoot 3-point shots. Got to knock down 37, 38%. On a higher volume rate as well. 36% last year, low volume, playoffs less, I think it was like 24%. That has got to improve. If it's 36, 37 again and it's higher volume, you'll take that, but it's got to be more consistent throughout. Jared Dudley, Mavs assistant coach, had this to say as well. He said his aggressiveness is night and day. He's taking the blow and throwing the blow offensively to be able to get to the basket. You'll see a huge jump from Josh Green. So the Mavs are hyping him up. Jared Dudley is excited about this young buck. Talk is good, but it's also cheap. We got to see it transition or translate on the basketball court. This is a big year for Josh Green. If he doesn't take a step this year, you got to wonder what his future is with this franchise. But if he can at least be an 18 to 20 minutes guy off the bench this year and be a decent 3-and-D guy, then he could have a role moving forward because those type of players are valuable. Now, Josh Green's trainer, Joe Abunassar, also said the other NBA guys in our gym were like, God dang, they kept saying he's going to make a lot of money. That's the way they look at it these days. They say he's going to be in the rotation. That kid's good. Again, listen, I appreciate the Mavs and people in Josh Green's camp hyping him up, and it sounds like he's put in the work, which he should. Will it translate? It'd be huge if it did because you lost Jalen Brunson. You need another guard who can contribute offensively. We know Josh Green can play defense. We know he can be an NBA player on that end of the court. Can he not be a gaping hole offensively? That is what we don't know. The hype is there. Will it translate? Hopefully he breaks out this year. Rate Josh Green as a player right now based on what we do know. I mean, is he right around a 65, 70? He's a good defensive player. He's a B plus defensive player, but defensively or offensively he's well below average. So 69, no joke intended. I mean, it's nice, but it's not nice, if you know what I'm saying. So rate it 2K style, scale it from 1 to 100. How would you rate Josh Green as a player? Now, Luka Doncic is damn near a 100, and he's much better than 77, which he rocks. But if you want to get a Luka Doncic t-shirt, You can do that at chatsports.com/LukaT. Get this tee right now. You got the Mavs logo on the front. You got the Luka Doncic on the back with the 77s as well. Represent the best player in the NBA, arguably, and Luka Doncic with the T-shirt. We got jerseys too, but we know those are a little expensive for some folks. Chatsports.com/LukaT. Go ahead and represent today. Speaking of money, is Kai Sotto going to get some? Who knows? The Adelaide 76ers beat the Phoenix Suns in the preseason earlier this week. Can we first say, did the Mavs break Phoenix? I think the Mavs broke the Phoenix Suns. They are broken. DeAndre Ayton doesn't want to beat there. It's absolutely glorious. But how about Kai Sotto and the boys flying across the pond and taking it to Phoenix? Kai played pretty well. 11 points, grabbed a couple boards. He made a three-pointer, had a silky assist where he was kind of playing in the high post near the elbow, caught the pass and just kind of tossed it behind him to the cutter for an easy layup. 50% for the floor, couple steals. Now, I will say he gets chalked up in pick and roll pretty easily. He's not the best athlete, but there is some potential here. I mean, you have a roster spot open. You also have a two-way spot open. Like, just on jersey sales alone, would you sign him to a two-way deal? I might. The Philippines has a ton of people in there. You'd get a lot of jersey sales. And, hey, he's a 7'3" guy who's got some skill. 7'2", 7'3". He's 20. He's not super agile. He's got to improve the footwork. But there are skills there. There are skills. Like, this isn't Satnam Singh. Like, there could be a day where Kai Sotto is at least playing in the G League. Now, maybe that day is not today, but hey, we know Cubes likes to sell some jerseys, sell some tickets. So, Uncle Kai, you coming home? Is Kai coming home? I don't know. What do you guys think? Should the Mavs sign him? Type S for sign, type P for pass. Subscribe as well if you want them to sign him. Listen, if you're not going to go get a third point guard, then I'll take Kai Sotto. Two-way contract at least? Come on. Let's bring Kai to Dallas. The channel would take off. Hashtag Kai to Dallas. S for sign or P for pass. All right, before we wrap up, let's talk about the preseason. We got game number 1 tomorrow, Wednesday night in Tulsa. Do they do this every year, Coop? They go up there a lot. Most years, yeah, they play up in Tulsa against the Thunder in the preseason. So that'll be fun. We'll get to see what this group looks like for the first time. Then a home game against the Magic on Friday, and then a week off before the final preseason game in Utah on the 14th. Then it starts for real, I believe, 23rd, something like that, Coop? 19th, it gets going for real. And remember, we got to get to 20,000 subs before then. We're 142 away. But I want to get 600 today and beat Warriors today. That way I can chug 3 beers on the show. All right, over-under 48.5 wins for the Mavs this year. Is this according to Vegas, Coop? Type O for over, U for under. These are the Vegas odds. We'll see, man. We'll see. You lost Jalen Brunson. You won 52, 53 last year. I can't remember one of those numbers. I'd like to win 50 again. I'm going to be optimistic and go over. Luka takes a step, comes into camp in better shape, and you get off to a better start. O for over, U for under. Let us know down in the comments. And if you're a real one, spam MFFL in the comments as well. Hit that sub button. I want to beat Warriors today because, hey, competition off the court, competition on the court. We embrace it here at Chat Sports. So get the MFFLs rolling, hit that sub button, and we'll see you next time here on Mavericks Today.